following clip has been taken from our 2024 Australian Army Flying Museum video with presenter Scott Downs. Follow the link in the description for the full tour.
As I say, the aircraft, we brought two aircraft into service at once. So we had the Bell 47 Sioux as our rotary wing asset. And at the same time, we brought into service the Cessna 180. Now, the Cessna 180 is from the Cessna company, funny old thing, but it's a very robust, tail-dragging aircraft, which means it's very easy to maintain. And it was built initially as an aircraft for agricultural purposes, for farmers in places like Australia and Canada and Alaska and those wide open spaces around the world, so that you can find your fence post. Otherwise it's a 9-day horse ride sort of thing to get out to the corner post of your property. You could buy a Cessna 180, and it was a very easy to maintain aircraft, and it was very difficult to break it. So they were exceedingly robust. So the Army bought them and didn't change them much. We didn't add anything to them. We didn't take anything off. We just painted them green and wrote Army on the side. And they were an enormous success for us. But their most important part in their implementation in Australian Army was to take us from the Oster Mark III, which was a fabric-covered timber aircraft, and bring us into a all-metal skin, all-metal airframe aircraft. And it was a very big step forward as far as our maintenance and our technology was concerned. We used the Cessna 180 like we used the Sioux from 1960 until 1975, and both of the aircraft types were enormously important and enormously successful. I believe the Cessnas flew over 100,000 hours in their time in the Vietnam conflict. In the 7 years they were involved in Vietnam, they flew over 100,000 hours. Like I said, enormously successful. They could carry 2 pilots and then 2 passengers in the back, or a signals deck doing range finding and also chasing the opposition's radios and so forth. They could do that sort of stuff, radio direction finding and things like that. So they were a really important step forward technology-wise, just in the aircraft and also in its capabilities.
For more of this 2024 Australian Army Flying Museum tour with presenter Scott Downs, follow the link in the description.